I'm Dakota Lane, and welcome to Hudson Valley Wow TV! In this show, you'll learn what this machine can tell you about your skin and how compounding is being used in hormone replacement therapy. Also, is it true a diamond-tipped wand can ward off wrinkles? You'll also make this yummy salsa, and today we find out how to prevent one of the leading causes of death for women when we talk to Dr. Daniel Hafner, internal medicine specialist in private practice in Kingston, New York. He's been in the community for a long time and was the ER director of Benedictine Hospital for many years. You might be surprised to learn how 1 in 3 women die in this country and the easy way you can prevent it.
1 out of 3 women who die, it starts with a fall, which is a dramatic way of reflecting the fact that if we can prevent falls, we're going to be saving lives. And these are usually senior women, because most who are elderly, whose bones are thinned out with the development of osteoporosis. So it really reflects the preventative side of medicine. Here's some easy ways to prevent the fall and therefore senior-proof the house. Lighting in the hallway at night so we don't fall. Caution with rugs so that we don't have loose rugs that a person can trip on. Simple things, strengthening the bones, working out with exercise, getting evaluated for osteoporosis, taking calcium. Today we're measuring vitamin D levels because that plays a very important role in keeping the bones strong. And so these preventative measures are the cornerstone of good health.
More about Dr. Hafner's tips on my blogspot. If you're one of those people that hasn't exactly been avoiding the sun, eventually you're going to see some kind of damage. In Kingston, New York, Diane Spies-Hoffman uses the latest technology, including the BioView facial scanner, to detect an array of aging culprits.
As we discussed, you're concerned with some puffiness under your eyes, some wrinkles, and crow's feet, you had said. So now I'd like to... Usually what they come here to achieve is what they're seeing in the machine.
She performs a complete skin analysis evaluating dehydration, sun damage, aging, and skin type. And based on the results, Diane recommends a non-invasive topical cosmeceutical, which is basically a prescription-strength cocktail of ingredients to diminish the appearance of aging. To find out more about Cosmeceuticals, go to my blog spot, dakotalane.blogspot.com. But before you do that, let's take a quick walk over to meet Renee Nekos at the Nekos Dedrick's Pharmacy, one of the oldest businesses in Kingston.
Hello. Hold on 1 second. Margaret, line one is for you.
We're here to meet Renee Nekos, who has a doctorate in pharmacy and oversees one of the few compounding labs in the Hudson Valley. She works with associates like Diane at Dr. Hafner's office to develop cosmeceuticals. She also works with patients to create customized natural hormone replacement therapy. She works right here in this 300 square foot compounding lab. Today we give you a 1-minute glimpse of compounding for hormone replacement therapy. In this case, natural hormone replacement therapy. This is something you'll want to research on your own. Ask questions, educate yourself, and above all, trust yourself to make your own choices. What's good for one person is not always good for another. In fact, that's the whole philosophy behind compounding. One size does not fit all. Compounding is all about creating a specific medication to fit an individual patient's needs.
With pharmacy, the whole point is to work in a triad, it's called. So the patient, the pharmacist, and the physician all work together.
The products they're using here are soy and yam based, and they're topical creams as opposed to oral medication or patches.
The whole point of putting it into a cream is together we could work together to see where a person's hormones are fluctuating. Try to bypass the liver. So what we do is you apply it onto the skin. So this is the base that we would use, and as you can see, the woman would just rub it in. The primary sites are the inner wrist, the upper arms, the upper thighs, or behind the knees.
Renee has about 75 patients that she sees for natural hormone replacement therapy. She works with them and their doctors to monitor their progress.
It's kind of like a teeter-totter back in school where you want to keep them level.
What about men?
Men also. Women go through what's called menopause, and men actually have a term called andropause.
Let's keep that topic for a future discussion. I'm still looking for that magical diamond wand, maybe in Woodstock.
microdermabrasion is when we cleanse your skin, have everything prepared, and then we slough off with a diamond chipped wand. Almost like sandpaper, we're going to take the first layer of your epidermis off. We're taking mostly dead skin and letting new cells replace the dead skin.
Still feel comfortable?
You have to have quite a few of these treatments in order to see a real difference, but I think I did see a difference right away. More about it on my blog.
Okay, our salsa today, again using the local harvest of the Hudson Valley, is a beautiful pear and sun-dried tomato salsa. And the key to this is heating your vinegar or your acid with your onions. So what I do is I dice some red onions and I put them in a pot with some nice quality wine vinegar. This is a muscatel vinegar, it could be white wine vinegar, but not just a grain vinegar, a good vinegar, with some coriander seeds whole for texture, just like you have in pickles. And similar to pickles, I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and these are nice anjou pears. And I always think about texture when I make salsas. Everything doesn't always have to be diced. So in this case, I'm going to julienne everything into matchsticks. So I have my pears, real simple, and then sun-dried tomatoes. Now, it's really easy to make your own. If you go to a farm stand and get the end of the season tomatoes, cut them in half, sprinkle a little salt on them, and put them in your oven at the lowest heat overnight. And you can do that. These are bought. And first of all, you got a beautiful color thing happening already now, right? I'm going to take some fresh basil and the same thing, cut it into strips. And I'm going to add to this to finish, if you like a little bit of heat, I'm going to go with a little cayenne. You can also go with black pepper. And then I'm going to take my warm vinegar and onion mix and pour it right over the top like so. And simply toss. And you have, as you see here, a beautiful pear salsa with sun-dried tomatoes. Finish it with a little olive oil for sheen and mouthfeel. And it's beautiful paired with something like tofu. And here's a presentation right here. Here's some grilled tofu with sweet pear salsa.
Rick had done it again, a tangy, sweet mix of flavors and textures. And if you'd like the recipe, you can have it. Go to dakotalane.blogspot.com. Thanks, Rick.
Bye.